Alex, nice to see you here in the Novation room, where there is, well, some heritage.
Yeah.
Some interesting base. Is that Base Station 2 there as well?
That's a Base Station 2, the Swifty edition. That's a very special limited edition.
Nice.
Yeah, put together, yeah.
But I'm prevaricated because really we're here to look at some new control action. Launch Control XL. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is the brand new Launch Control XL MK3. Really excited to be introducing this at Superbooth. It's a long overdue an update. You know, we've had the Launch Control XL out for I think 12 years.
Wow.
So there's a lot has moved on in that time. The main headline of the hardware update is that we've got endless encoders now, right, rather than pots, which makes a lot of sense if you're working with MIDI. You know, pots are good because they point at exactly where your parameter value is. But then with MIDI controllers, you know, you're going to go to a different page, and then they'll be inaccurate. So we've got encoders, and we've also got a screen. Now, if you pair the screen and the encoders together, and it makes a lot of sense because you can
see the value.
We've got the parameter, and then we've got the value underneath it. So, and we can also hold shift, move the encoder, so that we know what the value is without changing.
All right, I was going to ask if they're touch sensitive, but shift.
Yeah, exactly. That'll let you know where you are. Yeah,
excellent. So, presumably the color codes under each one, are they kind of signify?
Well, in this case, we've got a custom mode. This is like a super techno generator machine. Quite an unusual but awesome use case. And the color codes, we just set them up however we want it to. So this is a completely custom mode, and the colors will be however you want them to be.
Right.
The custom modes are set up in components, and there, you can set what messages are coming out of what. And what colours they are.
So what does it do? Does it do CC, NLPN? Does it do SysEx?
It doesn't do SysEx, no. CC, NLPN. And from memory, I think I might be missing something there.
What about, because I know on the Launch Control, the keyboard version I've got, the Launch key, you've got some really nifty stuff with buttons that will do text and do all sorts of key commands and stuff. And you've got that stuff going on in here,
We don't have keystrokes coming out of it. But that's a really good idea. That's something that could be really fun to put in there.
So these are generally they'd be mapped to. I guess there's an Ableton Live mode or a FL Studio mode.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're looking at the moment is a custom mode where it can send out whatever you want it to. But if you connect this to your DAW, whether it's Ableton, Logic, Cubase, Reason, whatever it is, we've got scripts fully integrated, and these buttons will be solo, arm, mute, select. So the buttons, that's what the buttons will be doing. The faders, as you might imagine, or want them to, they'll be controlling your volume. And then these top row of encoders will be reverb. We'll have delay along the bottom. And then we've got transport controls along the bottom row as well. Transport's really handy. If you've seen it on the Launch keys, this will allow you to scrub through your project, to zoom in and out and move around without using your mouth and keyboard. That's the big deal with this, right? We want to get away from using a mouse and keyboard for creating music. Enough of our life is on computers.
And we got transport control. So with the track and page, so is there multiple pages per preset, or is it?
There is when you're on the live version. Sorry, when you're on the DAW integration version, but when you're in a custom mode, it's just like one custom mode is a full set of encoders and buttons, and then you can have like a whole. You've got 16 custom modes, so you can have like a whole different page on the next one.
All right. Okay. Cool. So what's the connections we got?
Connections on the back. I can bring that up for you there.
Full size MIDI.
Yeah, we didn't have that on the last one. Exactly.
Yeah, a thumbs up for that.
Yeah. Full size MIDI, USB-C. If you believe it or not, we didn't have MIDI DIN connections at all on the last Launch Control XL, so we had to put those on there. There's an in, there's an out and a through. We also have MIDI merge running on this as well, or soft through. Where you send. If we had like a keyboard connected, the note data from the keyboard would go through the Launch Control and then merge with the encoder and the fader data, and really nice. Make a really nice integrated setup.
Oh, that's cool. So there was a question I was going to ask that just escaped my mind suddenly. Does it work in a sort of standalone mode? Can you has it got programs so you can bring up back your custom things, or does it have to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment it's kind of in standalone. I suppose it's controlling a it's controlling a match patch. But yeah, if we just apply power through USB-C, then we can pull up all our custom modes. Yeah, as mentioned, there's like 15 of those, and yeah, it's dead easy.
And because I mean, sometimes you have multiple ports. So have you got a USB just mirror what happens over the MIDI, or do you have MIDI ports addressable? Because sometimes you have like the audio, the MIDI interface part of it is one port, and then the control surface is another port.
Yeah, they run separately. So yeah, what's coming out of the DINs is what's coming out of the DINs, and the traffic on the USB is the USB MIDI traffic.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how that works, yeah.
So this is new. I've not heard of this before, so it must be kind of hot off the press.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just launched it today.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So Launch Control launched today.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. Yeah, Superbooth special.
And do you know what the pricing is for various?
I think it's going to be around about €250.
Okay.
£250. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, keep an eye
available
out for
from all good.
Yeah.
Novation dealers everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nick. Always a pleasure.